your forward. Learn more at ohiobeef.org. The most powerful mantras bear repeating time after time. It's the same philosophy that Rollins applied to the development of our latest softball innovation. The most powerful mantra bat to date. With its unique three-step thinner barrel technology, ultra-light, evenly balanced swing rate, and performance drive carbon construction. Rollins' latest iteration of the mantra bat.
And welcome out to Firestone Field here in Akron, Ohio, as we are ready for a state semifinal game between the 26-0 Licking Valley Panthers and the 23-0 Bryan Golden Bears. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Chris Malanga alongside Cooper Beltran. And Cooper, this is great for the Lady Bears to get back here.
Yes, it's had the experience before. Some of the younger kids haven't been here. I know all the seniors have. So getting back to this spot is huge for them, the program, and the community.
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be a battle of two unbeatens, two really stud pitchers as well.
Yes.
We'll tell you more about it. It is the Bryan Athletic Boosters countdown to first pitch. We'll be back with more after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
Here in Williams County, we believe that no veteran should feel forgotten. Our Veteran Service Office is here to serve, helping with VA claims, pensions, healthcare enrollment, and so much more. We're veterans serving veterans with dignity, honor, and respect. Reach out to us today to see how we can help, because the only veteran we can assist is the one that doesn't contact us.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, today's game being brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrews O'Neill & Lowe, Baldy's Furniture, Stark's Plumbing and Heating, Thiel Supply Center, and Bill's Locker Room. Well, Cooper, this is the first meeting between these two teams, and when you get this far into the tournament, you don't know a lot of people.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of teams that may not even know where they're from or where they're coming from, and so you kind of have to take it play by play, get your film, try to find out what you can.
All right, let's meet the Licking Valley Panthers. Coach Chad Dennis is in his sixth season, 107-45. This is the stat that stuck out to me when I was fresh. They defeated 9 district champions this season.
Yeah.
At Mount Vernon, which was number 4 in Division II, twice. They defeated John Glenn, number 6. And when we talk about pitchers, Emery Wisner for them is the Thea Staten for them.
Yes, and a lot of these teams, once you get this far, you see a lot of these pitchers are just dominant on the mound and they lead their team like that. The other thing is she leads them with the bat too.
Absolutely. She's hitting .613 with 14 home runs. Taking a look at their schedule, they got in the playoffs. They had defeated Heath, Woodward, Harrison Central, and John Glenn to get here. They play in the Licking County League. This is their top 10. Their league's like 14 teams.
Yeah.
So this is their top 10. They were perfect 16-0 in the league. All right, let's meet the Bryan Golden Bears. Coach Hillary Staten's in her second season, 40-5. She bounced back from the worst base running game versus Clearport and came from 2-0 behind to defeat Lake in regionals. And Thea Staten named Gatorade Player of the Year for Ohio this year.
Yeah, it just came out, and that's huge. And again, for the program and the community to have a player like that and a role model for all of these young girls.
Absolutely. Staten 23-0. She's got 336 strikeouts on the season, .33 ERA, and she's batting .513. So again, definitely a pitcher's duel. Schedule for Bryan, you see defeated Rossford, Clyde, Clear Fork, and Lake to get here. And the conference, of course, Bryan perfect at 7-0. All right, we're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have our keys to the game and game officials after this on the Golden Bear Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
The historic Bryan Arts and Education building is being renovated for the next generation, transforming it into a welcoming, accessible space where performances and events can be comfortably enjoyed. The $6.2 million project adds lobby and backstage space, new seating, lights and sound system, accessibility, and additional parking. Because here in Bryan, art connects us. Your support, big or small, makes a lasting impact, inspiring generations to come. Donate and learn more at bryanarts.org.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Chris Millinger, Cooper Beltran, and Coop, one of the things we want to make sure people are aware, if they see commercials and then they don't see anything, we're not allowed to stream video for the game.
No, we are not.
We are not. So let's take a look at our keys to the game. Keys to the game being brought to you by the Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers, your hometown real estate company for over 45 years. They've consistently remained #1 in Williams County and the surrounding area since 2007. Call us for all your real estate needs. First, the keys for Licking Valley.
Stay focused in the moment, play the game one pitch at a time, and that's kind of the philosophy of all these teams. To get this far, you do have to take it one pitch at a time, next play mentality. Be aggressive in the zone, but don't chase and get behind in counts. You can't get behind against Thea Staten. That's just not in your best interest as a hitter. And then be the best version of ourselves and play their game. And when you're undefeated, if you can play your game, you're not losing.
That's right. Let's look at the keys to the Golden Bears.
Be disciplined at the plate, hunt your pitch. Again, great pitcher, Wisner, for Licking Valley. So being smart, being disciplined at the plate can take the Golden Bears a long way. Play sound defense. Make the plays you're supposed to make. Make some extraordinary plays. When you get this far, extraordinary plays are a big key to winning. And then just bring the energy, which our dugout does a great job of and has proven that time after time.
Keys to the game brought to you by the Carlin Company Realty and Auctioneers. All right, time to meet our game officials. Game officials today being brought to you by Tri-State Vision Center, serving the area since 1977. Contact us at either our Bryan or Montpelier offices for all your eye care needs. Didn't get the officials in enough time, so we're just going to read them here. Did want to put this up. Umpire your home plate, behind the plate, John Schultz. Your first base umpire is Galen Harris. Second base umpire is Pam Schultz. And your third base umpire is Bradley Hoffman. Today's umpire is brought to you by Tri-State Vision Center. Going to take one more break. We'll come back with starting lineups and more after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Fallen on hard times? At the Williams County Veteran Service Office, we're here when life gets tough. We provide emergency financial assistance for housing, food, and utilities, plus transportation to VA medical appointments. Whether you need help today or just someone who understands, we're ready to serve. Please reach out to see what we can do for you, because the only veteran we can't assist is the one that doesn't contact us.
Back on the Golden Bears Sports Network, it's Licking Valley and Bryan. Let's take a look at our pregame weather conditions being brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln. Pregame weather brought to you by Bryan Ford Lincoln, located at 920 North Main Street, where good values mean a great deal. Weather forecast, 84 degrees, a little bit of mix of sun and clouds, wind out of the west at 14 miles an hour, 33% chance of rain, and it looks to be a beautiful night for softball.
It is, yeah. The wind started blowing in a little bit from center field, so maybe keeping some in. The game right before us had quite a few home runs, so we'll see if it's similar in this one.
Absolutely. Well, we are here at Firestone Stadium. What a great venue for this. And let's meet our starting lineup. Starting lineups being sponsored by Edward Jones. Life is full of moments that matter. Let us help you get ready for that next moment. Contact Brian Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Melissa Stockman and April Whitty on North Main Street at 419-633-0647, member SIPC. All right, let's take a look at the batting order for Licking Valley. I'll let you go with that.
Denia Dennis leads off, the shortstop. Emery Wisner, who is the absolute dynamite at the plate for them. It also pitching on the mound. Alexa Gilliam is the center fielder. Tori Boffman, the first baseman. Corey Cooper-Ryder, the catcher. Madison Evans, the designated player. Danny Lambert, left fielder. Abby Kocher, third baseman. And Emma Flowers out in right.
All right, and here's the defensive lineup for the Golden Bears.
It's what we normally see, the battery, Thea Staten and Josie Arnold. Carly McDade at first, Giselle Kidston doesn't bat but plays second. Amaya Langham at short, Volmer at third. The outfield, Fisher in left, Emmeline Schlegel in center, and Reese Roofer in right.
Today's game, about ready to get this underway.
Yep.
And we're gonna get our national anthem coming up right now. They're introducing the Golden Bears. And
a great turnout for the community to come out.
There's a great amount of Bryan people here.
Which they have proved time and time again that going to Bryan, you're lucky with how much support you have from this community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
About a 3-hour drive from Bryan.
Yep.
Just about. I know from Licking Valley, it's similar. I think it's about an hour less, around 2 to get up here from down in Newark.
I was talking to Principal Steve Allspaw before the game, and he was talking about how Clay had to go all the way southeast of Columbus to play their regional game.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It's crazy, but I like how they're having this facility over 100 years old. It gives an old school. When I look at this facility, I think of the movie A League of Their Own.
Yes, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely, yes.
And so it's good
it's
to
a very,
have here.
very old school, kind of like a minor league ballpark almost. Just kind of without the seats out in the outfield.
Yeah, absolutely. And they've got beautiful turf field. They have a turf field behind as well, so 2 turf fields down here.
Teams can warm up over there. It's about 200 to left, 225 dead center, and 200 to right field. Completely symmetrical field.
Yeah.
So
and in the first game, there were some home runs hit out.
There was. It was a pretty exciting one.
The winner of this game will face Kenton Ridge, the #1 team in the state, and they've been here the past 3 years. They're the defending state champion in Division 4.
They they battled through some adversity last game too, down 2-0 after the first inning, and they just kept playing their game. And when you get to this point, being able to get through adversity is very important.
Absolutely, we're about ready for our national anthem going to be started here, and it is a beautiful day for baseball. Right now, wind going right field to center field.
Yeah. It'll be interesting because it's kind of been changing direction. It was coming in straight towards home plate for a minute, but may be shifting as we go on.
All right, time now for our national anthem, brought to you by Veteran Services of Williams County.
To support our freedoms at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
National anthem brought to you by Veteran Services of Williams County. We're about ready to get this one underway. Going to be exciting, Coop.
Yes, very exciting.
It is Licking Valley 26-0. The Panthers facing your Golden Bears 23-0 here from Firestone Stadium. All right, again, we are not able to broadcast live video during the thing, so what you're going to get, we'll show you right now, is a set of graphics on the screen that will update. So you'll see the pitching matchup, you'll see the situation, you'll see who's due up, and we're excited to bring this one to you.
Yes. Talking a little bit more about Licking Valley, Emery Wisner, again, we kind of said that she was their player, batting .612 on the year, .684 on base rate, slugging of 1.388, making her OPS over 2,000. It is surprising to see OPS is over 8,000.
Yeah.
To be over 2,000 is crazy, and that's mainly because of her 14 home runs and 14 doubles, along with 3 triples. And then the leadoff, Denia Dennis, the other best player for them, hitting .494, on-base percentage of .546, and when she gets on base, she's probably taken one. She is the speedy leadoff, and she has hit 4 singles, 4 doubles, 4 triples, not a home run, but 42 RBIs.
A little bit of consistency there.
Yes, and she's taken 15 bases once she gets on first, which for softball is a little bit surprising. So it'll be Dennis at the plate to start it off here, as both teams are ready to go here at Firestone Stadium. Staten, the first pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. And so 0-1 to start this one out. Staten, the wind and the 0-1, swung on, fouled straight back over the third base dugout and out of play. So quickly down 0-2 is Dennis.
She came out attacking.
Yeah, she did. You can see Vollmer's in at third and McDade in at first, waiting for maybe a bunt. But here comes the 0-2, misses just up and out, 1-2. Dennis just has to try to fight everything off, looking to slap hit. Speedy lefty out of the box. If she can get it in play, it'll be hard to get her out at first. Here comes the 1-2. Misses outside, 2-2.
Licking Valley in the white pants, red jerseys, the sleeveless jerseys, blue numerals in writing, blue helmet.
Bryan, all white pennies. Pinstripe with the yellow socks. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, put into play in a shallow left field. Fisher comes in, makes the play for out number 1.
Nice job there by Fisher. Judged it based on the wind, didn't come right in.
Yep.
She waited to see where it was going to go and then turned on the Jets.
Yeah, had a good beat on it there. It was kind of thinking it was going to fall there in shallow left field for a bloop, but out number 1, and that'll bring up Emery Wisner, the all-star for Licking Valley, with 1 down. Staten, the deal. Swung on, fouled off, left side, 0-1. Licking Valley trying to get some base runners here against Staten. Trying to maybe cause some chaos on the base path. Here comes the 0-1. Misses high, evens the count up at 1-1.
She wasn't fooled by the rise ball.
Nope. She held back. She's a disciplined hitter. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on, fouled off to the third base side. She's out in front of it there.
Yep.
So she has it timed up. I would be surprised if Thea slows it down here, if she's so out in front. Staten, the 1-2. Misses just a bit outside. A great pitch, but it looks from here like she did miss, so that'll even the count up at 2-2 with 1 down. Wisner at the plate.
She took a little bit off that last pitch.
Yeah, I think she was seeing if she could get Wisner to be out in front again. Swung on, popped up, left side over the third base dugout, goes foul. I think it's a 2-2 count, 3-2 up on the board. You have 2-2.
I have 2-2.
Oh, they have 3-2 up here now.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
It's corrected.
It has been corrected back to 2-2. Didn't think I blinked for that long.
We're cheating just a little bit. We get the live stats from.
Staten, the 2-2. Misses high off the glove of Arnold and
Now
goes to the backstop. So now it is 3-2. Wisner working this count after going down 1-2. Staten is ready. So is Wisner. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, ripped down the left field line. Foul. That thing might have hit the parking garage over there. That ball was smoked, but again, out in front of it.
Yeah.
So we'll see if maybe Staten tries to slow it down here, if she can try to maybe put it near the zone and get her to either chase out or get her looking. Wisner's ready in the box, the righty. Staten now comes set. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss. She struck her out for out number 2.
That was beautiful. She came right back at her.
Yes. And I mean, that's what you got to do. You can't pitch scared no matter how good the batter is. Staten feels like she's better. So that'll be 2 down, and that will bring up Alexa Gilliam, the center fielder sophomore. And that was only the 6th strikeout of the year.
Wow.
For Emery Wisner. This one comes in. It was avoided by Gilliam. So it'll be 2-0 now. So Staten, 2 pitches in a row. Kind of struggled to find the zone there. Here comes the 2-0. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. The cowbell is going crazy over there to our left in the Bryan section. Right behind the third base dugout there. To the left of home plate. The 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. 2-2. Now the count for Gilliam. Hitting .442 on the year, slugging over 1,000 with 7 home runs. The pitch is popped in the air. It's blocking the sun as Vollmer comes in, makes the grab for out number 3, and that'll do it for the top of the first. Scoreless for Licking.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family-owned, family-focused.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Firestone Stadium. A scoreless game so far, 0-0 as we head into the bottom of the first. Due up for the Golden Bears, it'll be Langham, Arnold, and Staten. The pitcher on the mound, Emery Wisner for Licking Valley. She's pitched 124 innings, 18-0, allowing 55 hits, 12 earned runs, 20 total runs, walking 31, striking out 182, an ERA of .68.
Wow.
Yes, very good on the mound for them. And again, it wasn't like they have a soft schedule. That was one of our previews to them. Is they've what was that? How many district champions did they play?
9 district champions.
9 district champions they played during their season.
They beat 9 district
Yes,
champions.
not just they just played. They played them and stayed undefeated while doing it. Beat the number 6 team in D2. Well, Langham will be up to bat, hitting .439 on the year, slugging .780, 22 singles, 7 doubles, 7 home runs. The pitch for Wisner, swung on and missed for Langham. 0-1.
Bears don't look shy. They look like they want to be aggressive at the plate.
They're looking ahead. You know, it's a lot different during softball. During baseball, you may want to work counts, get some pitch counts up, but during softball, they'll run them until they pass out on the mound. Here comes the 0-1. Misses outside, 1-1. A good take from Langham. Wisner, the 1-1, swung on, fouled straight back on time there. Just couldn't get the barrel on it, so the count will move to 1-2. Wisner's ready. Here comes the 1-2. Misses low and outside, 2-2. A good take from Langham again there. Maybe trying to brush off some nerves as we get going here. Wisner rocks the 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside half, just nicked the plate. So that'll be the first out of the inning. And now up for the Golden Bears will be Josie Arnold. Langham put 2 swings up there, fouled the one off, swung and missed at another, and then strikes out looking on the 2-2 pitch.
Hopefully Arnold's feeling better than she did the other day when she did her.
Had the flu.
Yep.
Was very sick as that one misses outside, 1-0. A good pitch for Wisner, just missed. Arnold hitting .439 on the year, 8 doubles, 3 home runs, 10 ribbies. She's the one usually getting on base and scoring. Oh, here comes the 1-0. Fouled straight back. Evens the count at 1-1. Golden Bears looking to try to get going early and often, trying to avoid having to come back like they did against Lake in their regional final game. Wisner, here comes the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. The lefty Arnold waved that one. So it'll be 1-2 now. Wisner not really a strikeout pitcher, but looking very good at missing the bats right now. Here comes the 1-2, swung on, slap hit, foul, third base side. We'll do it again at 1-2. Arnold's ready. Wisner steps into the circle onto the mound. Rocks and fires. She did go around, and she's tagged. It was a drop third strike, and now they're going to come down and ask, is Staten going to move down? So they said she did go around for the strike 3. And a discussion between the home plate umpire and Coach Hillary Staten from the third base side. And so she is out. That'll bring up Thea Staten, the dominant pitcher, also dominant with the bat. Hits .513 on the year. This one swung on it to shortstop Dennis. Dennis to first, and it's dropped at first, so Staten will be in there safely. Right at first baseman Tori Boffman. She just couldn't glove it.
Are they going to score that a hit or an error? I would say error on
I
first
would call that
base,
an error.
Right? Error on
yes.
first base.
And they do have an error up there on the board now. An E3. But a base runner, and switching out now, it'll be Annalicia McCoy-Martinez coming in to run for the pitcher Thea Staten. And Avery Ann Fisher will be up to the plate for the Golden Bears.
courtesy runner for Bryant, number 1, Anna McCoy.
Fisher hitting .436 on the year, on-base percentage of .470, slugging .679. Has hit 2 home runs, has driven in 26. Here's the 2-out pitch, swung on, fouled, straight back into the netting. Rolls all the way over to the first base dugout. She'll go down 0-1. Fisher, the sophomore, has done a good job in the cleanup hole, cleaning up, getting these runs in. Wisner, the 0-1, misses outside, evens the count at 1-1. Martinez, the runner on first, with 2 down. Wisner comes set, the 1-1, swung on, put into right center field. That ball will get down and roll. McCoy Martinez rounds third, headed to the plate. She is in there safely. An RBI double for Avery Ann Fisher. Gets the first run on the board for the Golden Bears as they lead 1-0.
Boy, nice job. She put it right in the middle of Justice and Gilliam. Justice was giving chase and came over and made a diving effort at it, but unable to get it, and the Bears strike first.
A great piece of 2-out hitting for Fisher, and that will bring up Carly McDade, the first base freshman. Strike 1 on the outside half is called. Fisher, the runner at second with 2 down. A clutch 2-out RBI double. Here comes the 0-1, swing and a miss way out in front. She slowed it down there and quickly finds herself down 0-2. Wisner is ready. Here comes the 0-2, misses outside, 1-2. Fisher dancing around a bit over at second base. Wisner comes set, rocks the 1-2, swing and a miss. She struck her out for the 3rd out of the inning, but not before a 2-out RBI double.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
I know. Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network to Firestone Stadium here in Akron, Ohio. State semifinal for Division IV. The Golden Bears strike first against the Licking Valley Panthers. And it is 1-0 as we head into the top of the second. A 1-2-3 inning for Staten last time. Looking to do something similar. Due up for Licking Valley. It'll be Tori Boffman, the first baseman, who had an error that kept the inning going in the bottom of the first, and then Chloe Cooperrider, the catcher, and Madison Evans, the designated player. So the righty Boffman will be in. This one's waved on and missed for strike number 1. Boffman hitting .438 on the year. This one just kind of pushed towards the first base dugout. Dive-in attempt from McDade, who can't make the play, but it'll be 0-2. She kind of regretted the swing halfway through, but still put some contact on it. Just kind of pushed it foul. So Boffman quickly down 0-2. Staten. The delivery, swing and a miss. She struck her out for out number 1.
Another Welling Construction strikeout.
Third of the game, I know. I usually get them red. Welling Construction, maybe. Losing papers here. The wind is getting me. Welling Construction, third generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712 as Staten misses outside 1-0.
Surprised you don't have that memorized by now.
I know. I was trying to recite them the other day in the car. I was thinking about them. My mom asked how I get them. This one's popped up. Langham makes the catch.
She had to do a lot of work for that catch.
Yeah, she was moving around a lot, but could make it. The sun, luckily, was behind the clouds, but the wind was trying to take it a little bit. So Staten now with 2 down. It'll bring up Madison Evans, who takes ball 1. Evans hitting .326 on the year. 13 RBIs, 3 home runs. This one misses high, 2-0. The sun has peeked back through and is shining brightly over most of the field as this one's fouled back. So it can be tough now for the hitters with the sun being on the mound, but shade being at home plate. It can be hard sometimes for them to pick up the ball out of the pitcher's hand.
You also have the fielders. You saw it pop up to Miley Vollmer last inning that she had to really shade her eyes.
Yes. Sunglasses on for most of them. The 2-1 misses inside, 3-1.
Also wreaking havoc on our screens here as we're at the very top of Firestone Field.
I don't think that helps with the wind much either.
Nope.
Staten. The 3-1 misses in. Strike 2 is called on the inside half. Loads the count up at 3-2 now with 2 down.
Well, Evans didn't really look like she wanted.
I thought she was going to be running down to first base. That one apparently just nicked that inside half. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled straight up above us onto the roof and rolls down towards a cop car and rolls underneath. So we'll do it again at 3-2. The wind starting to pick up once again. Staten, the 3-2. Misses inside that time. And Licking Valley has their first base runner of the game in Madison Evans. And that'll bring up sophomore Danny Lambert, the left fielder. Lambert hitting .247 on the year on base percentage of .267, slugging .397, 18 ribbies though to go along with that. Staten fires, this one swung on, hit well, left field, ranging over Fisher, runs into some fence, this ball goes foul.
That was a well-hit ball.
That was a well-hit ball, maybe some assistance from the wind there to push that one foul and get it out of play. I thought that one had a chance for a second. Not a super deep field. Again, 200s to the corner and 225 to dead center.
Lambert has 2 home runs on the season.
Yes. Here comes the 0-1. This is high. Runner going. Arnold's throw down to Langham. She is safe. She just got her hand in there. Arnold one-hopped it down to Langham, who was covering second, but just couldn't get the tag down in time. So Evans now in scoring position with 2 down and a 1-1 count. Aggressive for Licking Valley. Her 9th stolen base on the season. If you look at their stolen base numbers, they are aggressive. The 1-1 misses inside, 2-1.
Now, I guess you figure Thea Staten with her 337 strikeouts coming in this game, you got to take advantage when you got base runners.
Yep. Oh, that was a strike.
Oh.
So it's now 1-2.
Okay. There we go.
Staten is ready. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. She struck her out with the rise ball for the third out of the inning. Avoids danger with the base runner. And it is still 1-0.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back here, Firestone Stadium in Akron, Ohio. The Golden Bears lead 1-0 over the Licking Valley Panthers. As we head into the bottom of the second, a 2-out RBI double is the one run in this game. Avery Ann Fisher put it up in the bottom of the first. And then the Panthers got their first base runner of the game last inning, top of the second, but couldn't do much with it as they stranded her. And Reese Roofer will come up.
Thea Staten reached on an error to get that first base runner that eventually led to McCoy scoring.
The lefty Roofer. Wisner winds, fires. This one swung on, put into right center field. Jumping up is the center fielder, Alexa Gilliam.
That was a nice job by Gilliam.
Yeah, she was moving from her right to her left and then kind of got up on her a little bit, and she had to leap to make the play out there in center. A well hit ball from Roofer, but just hit it right where she was. So that will bring up Josie Cordy for the Golden Bears. Cordy swung on, fouled, straight back, 0-1. Cordy hitting .224 on the year, on-base percentage of .309. Has 11 RBIs though. Here comes the 0-1 to Cordy. Misses outside, evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1. Strike two on the inside half. A great pitch, kind of squeezed her in. I don't know if she did swing the bat, if she would have been able to do much with that one. So the count will move to 1-2 with one down. Wisner. The 1-2 misses up and out. 2-2. So Cordy working the count well. Has only put one swing on and fouled one straight back. Wisner gets her sign. Here comes the 2-2. Misses outside, loads the count up at 3-2. Cordy very disciplined at the plate this time up.
I'll tell you what, Wisner, that last pitch looked like she was like struggling to force that in there. Like really like that took a lot out of her.
A little extra effort there. Maybe he was trying to just pump some extra miles per hour on there. Here comes the 3-2. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. That is Wisner's fourth of the game. And that'll bring up third baseman senior Miley Vollmer for the Golden Bears, hitting .333 on the year, 11 RBIs, and has one home run.
Well, since the run scored, she's retired 3 in a row.
Yes. Here comes the pitch. And that one misses. 1-0. Outside half there. I think she just missed a little bit low. A good pitch for her, though, if she's trying to go away. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on, sent first base side and foul. That one smoked, just a little bit behind it. Evens the count at 1-1. So Wisner so far has let up a hit, a run. It wasn't earned as the error allowed Staten to get on. 4 strikeouts. Swinging, fouled, just got a piece of that one way out in front. So the count will move to 1-2 with 2 down. Wisner looking for her 5th strikeout of the game. Here comes the 1-2. Misses outside, evens the count at 2-2. A good take from Vollmer there. Bryan hasn't chased much. They've been aggressive when the ball's been in the zone, but hasn't tried to get anything too far outside or too low. Might want to knock on wood. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. That one was in there no matter what. So strike.
Fallen on hard times? At the Williams County Veteran Service Office, we're here when life gets tough. We provide emergency financial assistance for housing, food, and utilities, plus transportation to VA medical appointments. Whether you need help today or just someone who understands, we're ready to serve. Please reach out to see what we can do for you, because the only veteran we can't assist is the one that doesn't contact us.
Welcome back here to Firestone Stadium in Akron, Ohio for our audio-only broadcast, as we are not allowed to video stream here, as NFHS has the rights to any state games here. So
I hope you like the live stats. We're doing a pretty good.
we got them up. We're rolling. Better than when we played. The boys played Wasion there in Archibald. We had some issues with getting the stats up, but we are doing a good job here, all set up here because I wasn't in the top row. Exactly, you know, throw Eric under the bus. It's actually my fault because I was missing a person in the lineup, but you know, I would say it's also Eric's fault. So
probably.
The Golden Bears still lead 1-0 over Licking Valley here in the top of the third, as the first pitch is cut on and miss.
Kocher, a 375 hitter.
Yes, hitting in the 8-hole for them. Maybe trying to get a spark down here in the bottom of the lineup. The 0-1. This one hit her right in the elbow, and she'll head to first, the second base runner of the game for Licking Valley, this time with nobody out. So Emma Flowers will come up. She hits 408 on the year, on-base percentage of 432, slugs 632, has hit 2 home runs, 31 RBIs. One thing, if you look down their RBI list, you can tell they score a lot of runs.
They do.
A lot of their games ended in 5 innings. So Staten is ready with the runner on first. The pitch, bunt, is shown as this one's thrown in there for ball number 1. Pulled back by Flowers. The runner on first, Kocher, has stolen no base. As this one's bunted and fouled straight back. Vollmer sprinting in. Sorry, Kocher's stolen 1 base so far this year. Right now, looks like they're just trying to move her over with a bunt here from the 9-hole hitter and get it back up to the top of the order, where their girls can do a lot of damage. Vollmer playing closer to, this one popped up, caught by Staten. So Flowers not able to get the bunt down, and the runner will still be at first with 1 down, but we're back to the top of the order. It'll be Danae Dennis, the shortstop, junior.
She's
0 for 1 on the day.
She popped out her first time up.
In the shallow left. The pitch, she almost looks to lay down a bunt. A speedy shortstop for Licking Valley, but pulls it back, and Staten misses, so it'll be 1-0. Vollmer playing in again, not as far as last time. Showing bunt again is Dennis. She pulls it back again, 2-0. Here comes the 2-0. Looks to lay down, done again. Pulls it back, and Staten misses outside. It'll be 3-0 now. So let's see if Licking Valley tries to give her the green light with the 3-0 count. I don't know if Staten is intentionally missing, trying to get her to, knowing she's going to bunt, try to get her to do something weird with it, but this one misses up and in for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. And that'll put 2 runners on with 1 out here in the inning.
Second walk for Staten on the evening.
Yeah, so 3 base runners so far for Licking Valley, a hit by pitch, and then 2 walks for Staten. And that'll bring up Emery Wisner, the pitcher, hitting again. .612 on the year, a slugging of 1.388. 49 RBIs and 14 home runs. Waves and misses at strike number 1. I think Staten knew she was ahead of a lot of those fastballs that she was throwing. So slowed it down again there and got her to swing and miss.
Staten said something to Ballmer after that walk.
Yes, here comes the 0-1. This is inside. Oh, strike 2 is called. 0-2 on Wisner.
He is very delayed.
Yes, yeah, it's you can, and I can't hear from here. I got the headphones on, so maybe I'll have to wait to call him. Here comes the 0-2. This one bounces, a good block from Arnold. She got in front of it, so the runner stayed put, but the count moves to 1-2. That one bounced way in front of the plate. Rolled to Arnold. Staten, 3 strikeouts on the day. One of them was on Wisner. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. That is a Welling Construction strikeout. Welling Construction, 3rd generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize in our predecessors in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. So Wisner, who has been dominant at the plate, has struck out 2 times against Thea Staten. So now 2 down as this one swung on, popped straight back and off the netting. It is Alexa Gilliam at the plate. 0 for 1 on the day. She struck out in the first inning, if I'm not mistaken.
She popped out.
Popped out. So an 0-1 count with 2 down. Runners on first and second. Alexa Gilliam up to bat. Staten trying to get out of the jam. This one, strike 2. That was down the middle.
I thought it was a strike.
I would have been pretty concerned there if he didn't call that one.
He took a long time to do that.
I think maybe he thought it was obvious that he didn't have to call it right away. So quickly down 0-2 is Gilliam. Winds the 0-2. Swing and a miss. She struck her out with the rise ball. Gets out of the jam as
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
Trust is built when we know someone has our back, on the field, in the stands, and in life. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're more than a service provider. We're neighbors and friends. For generations, families have trusted us to care for their loved ones with compassion and dignity.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network for a Division IV state semifinal here at Firestone Stadium in Akron, Ohio. Bryan leads 1-0 over Licking Valley as they are going to come up to bat in the bottom of the 3rd.
Langham, Arnold.
Yep, so it'll be the 9-hitter Slagle, the center field sophomore, and then Langham and Arnold up after that.
Slagle's been really good on the season.
Yes.
Clutch hitting in that 9-hole.
Yes, not just good, yes, clutch. That would be the word I would use. She's had some big time hits for Bryan. Had one in against Swanton for the league championship, and she had one last game too, right against Lake. As this one misses inside, 1-0. Wisner gets her sign, rocks back and forth, and now fires the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. The 1-1 swung on, fouled straight back on time there. Just a little bit under it, just nicked it. So the count will move to 1-2. Schlegel hitting 200 on the year, but has kind of come along as the season has gone on. With 12 ribbies to go along with it. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. She struck her out. That is her 6th strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up shortstop, not second baseman, Amaya Langham. 0 for 1 on the day.
Struck out swinging.
Struck out swinging. I think as we move through here, we're going to have to start saying a lot of strikeouts as Wisner moving well, but has let up the 1 run. This one misses low. It was in the first inning. Thea Staten reached via an error by the first baseman, and then Avery Ann Fisher just got the best of her and dinked one into right center field, opposite way, to put the run up on the board for the Golden Bears. This one swung on, sent to right, foul. A hot shot got past the netting towards the extra set of bleachers.
Well, when you look at Wisner, she has struck out 6 and 9.
Yep.
I mean, that's the estate numbers.
Yes. So here comes the 1-1 for Wisner. This is inside 2-1. I know I said earlier she wasn't that much of a strikeout pitcher, but today she is. Only 182 strikeouts on the year. No, I'm saying that's like that's a small number. Yep. I guess talking in the estate numbers, it is somewhat small. As this one, Senin fouled off on the right side again, evens the count up at 2-2. So 182 strikeouts in 124 innings, and then for comparison, Thea Staten 148 innings pitched and 336 strikeouts. Here comes the 2-2, swung on, sent into left field, a base hit for Amaya Langham. A great piece of hitting. Wisner slowed it down, and Langham stayed back on it and put it into left. So a 1-out base runner for Josie Arnold, the catcher.
Arnold struck out looking her first time up.
One of the 6 strikeout victims, but 2 hits have been let up by Wisner. She's ready with Langham at first and 1 down. The pitch, this one misses outside, 1-0. The sun shining again as the shadow has moved further now towards the mound. So both home plate and the mound are covered in shade. Here comes the 1-0, misses low, 2-0.
Still got another game tonight. I think it's
Yes.
the Division 7 championship game tonight.
Yes. Whoever wins here will face off against Kenton Ridge on Sunday morning, 11 a.m. here at Firestone Stadium. Here comes the 2-0, swing, fouled back, 2-1. Kind of put straight down, right back at the catcher there. Arnold struck out looking her first time up, but batting .439 on the year, 3 home runs, 10 ribbies, 27 runs herself. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on, sent into left field, a base hit, gets past the diving third baseman, Abby Kocher, so it'll be runners on first and second with 1 down. She was playing in, and a hot shot from Arnold.
Nice effort, though, by Kocher to dive for that.
That can be worrisome sometimes. They have the face mask down there at third, but a bad hop, and that's makes for a bad game. So runners on first and second. That'll bring up Thea Staten, leading the Golden Bears in most categories. 513 on the year. She has 31 RBIs, 7 home runs, 8 doubles, and has just struck out once on the year. Wisner, the pitch, misses Strike one called on the inside half. Sorry. I guess you know our angle a little bit. Staten had to back up, but I think she's pretty close to the plate there, so they count. Oh, they have a 1-0 up on the scoreboard. They thought it was a ball. Well, here comes the 0-1. Swung on, fouled straight back, and the count will move to, I think, 0-2.
I think it's 0-2.
Yep, they just reset it on the scoreboard there. So Staten quickly moves down 0-2 against Wisner. Wisner looking for her 7th K of the game. Staten looking to drive in an extra insurance run. Wisner rocks and fires. Swung on, popped up, it's caught, thrown back to second, a double play. Ooh! As Langham slid back and ran into Dennis, but Langham made a break towards third and gets doubled up at second on the light little pop-up right back to the pitcher. But it is still 1-0 Golden Bears as we head into the top of the fourth. We'll be right back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Firestone Stadium in Akron, Ohio. State semifinal, the Bryan Golden Bears versus the Licking Valley Panthers. It is 1-0 Bryan as we head into the top of the fourth. Staten has held Licking Valley hitless, but they have had 3 base runners on 2 walks and a hit by pitch. Just has not been able to capitalize. Emery Wisner continues to work for Licking Valley as she's gone the 3 innings, allowing just the 1 run. It wasn't earned, striking out 6 and just stranded 2 more runners that time. For Staten, she will be facing
She'll have Boffman,
Cooper Ryder, and Evans do up this inning. Hoffman 0 for 1 on the day, struck out her last time up, but she swings and misses at strike number 1. The 0-1 send to left field, a base hit for Licking Valley, their first of the game. And they'll have a base runner on again with nobody out, looking to capitalize this time. So Staten had a no-hitter through 3. So a big, maybe confidence hit there.
Yeah, for sure.
For Licking Valley. They've had runners on base, but again, 2 walks and a hit by pitch was the only way.
Cooper Ryder popped out her last time up.
Yep. But hitting .434 in the year as that one is called a strike on the inside half, 0-1.
Inside corner is definitely getting a strike call where the outside
Absolutely,
is not.
Yes. So if you're a pitcher, you have to know that. I'm sure the coaches know it by now. And the hitters, again, as well have to adjust. As Cooper Ryder lays down a bunt, it goes foul. And Vollmer did the smart thing of letting it roll. She kind of saw the trajectory on that one and let it go. So the count moved to 0-2, which makes bunting a lot harder if that is the direction they would go. Staten has 5 Ks on the day, looking for her 6th here. The wind has popped back up as this one misses low, 1-2. It is cooled down pretty significantly here. It's pretty warm earlier. Here comes the 1-2 swing and a miss. Drop third strike.
Can't be a drop third if first base
there's a
was
runner.
open.
Yes, the runner on first is out because first base was not open, but the runner on first does advance. I was a little confused there too. So I think Arnold knew that, so she did not throw down to first, not allow any further damage from Boffman on the base path, but she will be at second with one down. And that'll bring up Madison Evans, the designated player, freshman.
She walked her last time up.
Swing and a miss at strike number 1. Vollmer and McDade are in on the corners. Maybe expecting a bunt. Vollmer now going to take a few steps back as she swung through that one. Didn't show bunt. Here comes the 0-1. This one swung on, popped up, moving in as Staten makes the play for out number 2 as McDade was running in as well, but Staten did a good job communicating. So now 2 down with the runners on second.
One unassisted on the putout. Taking care of her own stuff.
I mean, hey. That'll bring up Danny Lambert, left fielder.
Struck out.
Sophomore struck out her last time. Puts a swing on that one. They're going to peel down to first. They're going to say she did not swing. You don't see that very often here in high school softball.
Do have umpires at all of the bases today,
yes,
so
exactly.
4 umpire crew. Take advantage of them.
Arnold knowing to appeal down there to first. This one's popped up and will land
Ooh,
over our
almost.
head, not on the roof, and bounce into the street.
I thought that was hit that car park right there.
Well, I was a little worried too. So it'll be 1-1. I'm hoping mine is safely in the garage. Here comes the 1-1. This one, strike 2 is called. So again, that inside corner has been getting the call. I didn't even say ball that time. I was expecting the strike call. So 2 down, 1-2 count. The runner on second is Tori Boffman. Here comes the 1-2. Bounces it in there. Boffman will stay at second as a good block from Arnold, but will even the count at 2-2. Danny Lambert, the left fielder, trying to tie this one up here in the top of the 4th. 2 down, 2-2 count. Lambert at the plate, Staten on the mound. Here comes the delivery. Misses inside that time.
Little too inside.
That one was a little bit too far inside to catch that corner. I think she was going for it though, or at least trying to get Lambert to maybe take a swing, thinking it would be a strike. So it's 3-2 now with 2 down. Here comes the payoff pitch. Swung on, send to left field. That ball is off the wall. That'll score the tying run. Lambert in at second with a 2-out RBI double. A big hit for the sophomore as she crushed that ball to left field.
She did.
Over Fisher's head. She didn't have a chance on the play.
Played it off the wall. Got it in quick, though.
Yes, so it'll be tied up 1-1. I think maybe Staten's heart maybe sunk a little bit, thinking that one could carry a little bit more. Here comes this pitch, fouled straight back off the netting. 0-1.
Lambert was hit by her pitcher last time up.
This one's Kocher, right? Kocher up?
Kocher, yep.
Hitting .375 on the year. She's 0 for 1 on the day. Or wait, no, she was hit last time, right?
Yeah, hit by pitch last time, yep.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, slowed it down a lot. 0-2 now, the count on Kocher. Staten. Here comes the 0-2, misses outside, 1-2. So Kocher trying to put in the go-ahead run from second base with 2 down. Here comes the 1-2, swing and a miss. She
If you served, you may qualify for VA health care, even if you were denied before. New rules recognize burn pit and toxic exposure claims. We can help you apply, understand benefits, and access the care you've earned. Let us help protect your health. Today and for the future, contact us to see how we can help. Williams County Veterans Service Office. Veterans serving veterans.
Just go to NFHSnetwork.com or download the NFHS Network app. Positions are always available when it comes to high school games.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. Firestone Stadium here in Akron, Ohio. Licking Valley just tied it up at 1 in the top of the fourth with a 2-out RBI double from Danny Lambert. And due up for the Golden Bears here in the bottom of the fourth will be Fisher, McDade, and Roofer. Fisher had the big hit earlier. RBI double into right center field. Now we'll be up with nobody down. This one swung on, fouled straight back. Wisner slowed that one way down.
Licking Valley, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error for Bryan, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors.
And that error came back to bite him as it was with 2 down in the first inning. The first baseman, Tori Balkman, just dropped the ball, but she made up for it by getting on base last inning and scoring that run. Got the first hit for Licking Valley, and then ended up bringing that tying run, got brought home by Danny Lambert to be the tying run. A 1-1 count now for Fisher. Here comes the delivery. Strike 2 is in there.
It's no wonder these teams are tied at 1.
Yes.
They're such evenly matched teams.
Very similar teams that put up a lot of runs but also have a dominant pitcher on the mound. Here comes the 1-2, misses outside, evens the count at 2-2. So 6 strikeouts for Wisner so far, and I think Staten has 7. Here comes the 2-2, swing and a miss. She struck her out, got her on the rise ball for out number 1, and that'll bring up Carly McDade. McDade 0 for 1 on the day, struck out her last time up. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. Wisner's really starting to heat up after just that one mistake she had in the first. This one inside. Oh!
I thought that was going to be too high.
So count will move to 0-2 as I eat my words. I'm getting a little hungry, but maybe have foot for dinner. Here comes the 0-2. This is outside, 1-2. So 1 down, 1-2 count here for McDade. Tie game at 1-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. She struck her out.
8th strikeout for Wisner.
She's been dominant on the mound.
Two best players on this team are coaches' kids. Wisner, assistant coach daughter, and then Danae Dennis, the head coach's daughter.
I mean, you look on the other side, Thea Staten, head coach's daughter.
Brian Arnold.
Hillary Staten.
Yep.
Brian Arnold, Josie Arnold, maybe the
Langham.
second or third best player. And all the parents are in the dugout.
Yep.
It's like playing travel ball all over again.
Yep.
As she missed outside there, it'll be a 1-0. To Roofer, here comes the 1-0. Strike one is called.
Rufer had a great hit her
Yes.
first time up. It just hit right to the second baseman.
Yes. Here comes the 1-1. This one popped up. Third baseman moving in, makes the play is Abby Kocher. And that'll do it for the bottom of the fourth. We're still knotted up at 1 as 2 strikeouts and a pop out for the Golden Bears moves us into the top of the fifth. We'll be right back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
And I was like, oh, maybe they'd be back. Well, we are back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. As we move into the top of the fifth, we are all knotted up at 1.
9, 1, and 2 hitters for Licking Valley.
Yes.
Flowers, Dennis, and Wisner.
Wisner, the absolute all-star for Licking Valley, has been a little bit cold. She struck out twice, but Emma Flowers will be the batter. She is 0 for 1. Popped out her first time up. Staten on the mound so far has pitched 4 innings, allowing 2 hits, a run. It was earned. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. It was a 2-out RBI double that tied this one up last inning, as this one's waved on and missed for strike number 1.
Licking Valley left 4 runners on base.
Yes.
So far.
It's been big. He's kind of getting out of a few jams that Staten has put herself in, as this one misses high, evens the count at 1-1. So Flowers hitting .408 on the year, 31 RBIs, 2 home runs. Here comes the 1-1. That one misses, I think a little bit up.
A little bit up is probably right.
So count will move to 2-1. Staten, the 2-1. Strike 2 is called on that inside half. It has been a consistent zone
it
here.
has been.
So right now, the pitcher's just been dropping it in there on the inside half. Here comes the 2-2. Swing! And then, she got a piece. Foul tipped it. And it got away from Arnold. So we'll do it again at 2-2. Looked like Staten tried to slow it down a bit there and did get Flowers out in front, but she was able to make contact to stay alive. Here comes the 2-2. Strike 3 called on the outside half. A Welling Construction strikeout. Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. So Staten, her 8th strikeout of the game, and gets out number 1. But that'll flip it back over to Licking Valley's top of the order. Danae Dennis, the junior, 0 for 1 on the day.
She has popped out and walked.
Yes. As she fouls this one over to the left side. As we move to 0-1. This ball misses outside, gets away from Arnold. On to the backstop, but we even the count at 1-1. The left-hitting Dennis maybe looking to slap hit this one. Comes the 1-1. This one hit well into center field, moving over Slagle, who makes the catch. That one just kind of died. I don't know if the wind had anything to do with it, but Slagle was able to move over and make the catch for out number 2.
She did a nice job coming over.
Yeah, especially
took it right in that Firestone logo.
Sun is beating down once again.
Wisner's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, surprising for her.
Yep.
She only had 5 on the year coming in. She waves and misses at this one. She's been out in front a lot on the fastballs and has actually fouled them off to the left side, which you don't see very often against Staten. A lot of times they're pushing it away towards the opposite side. Here comes the 0-1. This slows it down.
They're going to call that an illegal pitch.
Yep.
And he's going to come out and explain what happened.
Talk to her.
Just makes it a ball, so 1-1 the count.
Yep. It's basically a balk. So I'll even the count up at 1-1. I think it was a ball anyways, so. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on, blasted, foul down the left field line.
Jeez.
That thing was, wow.
That may be the hardest hit ball I've ever seen off at the estate.
That was far. I mean,
yeah,
if she really gets a hold of one, she can send this one over up to the street. Here comes the 1-2, and she struck her out looking on the outside half. So after blasting one foul, she picks up our 3rd strikeout while at bat, and we're still knotted up at 1 as we head into the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
This community is more than a place. It's where we celebrate victories and where we lean on one another in times of loss. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're proud to be rooted here, serving with care and compassion when it matters most. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
No pressure. Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Firestone Stadium, Akron, Ohio. We are still knotted up at 1 as we head into the bottom of the 5th. The Golden Bears picked up their run in the bottom of the 1st, and then Licking Valley picked up their run in the top of the 4th. Due up for the Golden Bears is 7, 8, and 9. It'll be Josie Cordy, Miley Vollmer, and Emma Slagle.
Want to say hi and thanks for listening to the 512 people that are listening currently on the stream, and countless others listening to us on our radio partner Q96.5.
Yes, I know we talked about community, and the Purple Wave is showed out once again. Time is being called by the 3rd base umpire as he moves over towards the dugout to talk to Mr. Brian Arnold, who had some kind of complaint. It gets explained to him, and he moves back into the dugout. And we're ready to play ball here in the bottom of the 5th. Comes the pitch. Strike 1 called right on that inside half. And if you're a hitter at this point, you should adjust a little bit. You need to maybe back off the play a little bit, and then the pitcher will adjust to that and probably try to push you a little bit more outside. It's a chess match. Here comes the 0-1, swing and a miss for strike number 2. And when you get like 2 high-level pitchers like this, sometimes you just gotta swing and hope.
Yep,
and
for sure.
They've both done a great job of working their zones and knowing where the umpire's calling it. The 0-2, this one bounced in there, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 to Cordy. Strike 3 called on the outside half. Another strikeout for Emery Wisner, her 9th of the game. And the first out of this inning will bring up Miley Vollmer, 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out her last time up.
And Wisner's retired 5 in a row.
Yes. It's been a while since the Golden Bears have seen a glimmer of anyone on base. Here comes the pitch. Misses low, 1-0. If you're just joining us, we're all knotted up at 1 here in the bottom of the 5th with 1 down. And Miley Vollmer's up to bat. Emery Wisner on the mound for Licking Valley. And he calls that one a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Same on that inside half. It's been a good spot for both of these pitchers so far. Here comes the 1-1. Lays down the bunt, first base line. Vollmer running to first. Wisner throws down for out number 2. Trying to maybe catch him sleeping there as the third baseman and first baseman were back, but Wisner moves to her left off the mound to make the play. That'd be 1-4 there because the second baseman moved over to cover. And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, Emmeline Slagle. With 2 down. Wisner retired the last 6, has 9 strikeouts on the day, but misses low this time, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 evens the count up at 1-1. Slagle 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out her last time up. Here comes the 1-1. Late this time, lays down a bunt, pops it up. Catcher Cooper Ryder comes from behind the plate to make the play for the 3rd out of the inning. As we head to the top of the 6th, still knotted up 1-1. We'll be right back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Fallen on hard times? At the Williams County Veteran Service Office, we're here when life gets tough. We provide emergency financial assistance for housing, food, and utilities, plus transportation to VA medical appointments. Whether you need help today or just someone who understands, we're ready to serve. Please reach out to see what we can do for you, because the only veteran we can't assist is the one that doesn't contact us.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Firestone Stadium in Akron, Ohio. If you're just joining us, we're all knotted up at 1 as we head into the 6th inning. Bryan scored their run in the bottom of the 1st with a Avery Ann Fisher 2-out RBI double. And Licking Valley went blank until the top of the 4th inning when it would have been Danny Lambert, a 2-out RBI double of her own. Scored Tori Boffman from second base, who picked up Licking Valley's first hit. Licking Valley 1 run on 2 hits and has an error, which enabled Avery Ann Fisher to come up in the bottom of the 1st to score that run. And then Bryan, 1 run on 3 hits, hasn't had an error quite yet, as this one is popped up by Gilliam. Staten moves over, makes the catch for out number 1. So first pitch swinging there from Gilliam.
I wasn't sure she was going to get to that. She looked like she was having trouble tracking it.
She was kind of stumbling a little bit.
Yeah. I don't think Josie saw where it was at all.
No, I don't think so. A lot of foul balls so far, so maybe thinking that it went behind her, but as the sirens move past, behind center field. Swing and a miss on strike number 1, slowed it down. Had her looking silly up there. Tori Boffman
struck out
her
single.
first time. Yep, and then she was the runner that scored in the top of the 4th. She advanced on a wild pitch. Here comes the 0-1. This is low, evens the count at 1-1. Staten wipes her hand off. Now delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Staten has 9 strikeouts. Boffman trying to avoid being the 10th. Staten, here comes the 1-2. swung on, foul tip off of Arnold's helmet. We will do it again at 1 and 2 as Staten comes out of the dugout just to make sure Arnold is okay, and she is. It's a round of applause for taking one off the face there. So we will do it again at 1 and 2 with 1 down. Tori Boffman will be the hitter for Licking Valley. Here comes the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Floated one in there. Froze up Boffman. Her 10th of the game. Another Welling Construction strikeout. Welling Construction, a third-generation family-owned general contractor. We specialize and pride ourselves in building quality custom homes, major renovation projects, and commercial work. Your vision, our expertise. Contact us at 419-636-3712. So 2 down now, and Chloe Cooper-Ryder will come up as Staten misses high for ball number 1. Cooper-Ryder popped out and struck out her last time up. 0 for 2 on the day. Here comes the 1-0. That one misses high as well. 2-0 now. So with 2 down, Staten trying to make this another 1-2-3 inning. This game is going on. Licking Valley's gotten a few more base runners every inning and has threatened a few times, only able to put up the 1 run as this one's watched, misses high, 3-0.
I wonder what the strategy is here with Cooper-Ryder.
I don't envision
423 hitter.
I don't envision the sign being swing away.
I don't either.
So here comes the 3-0 as that one is a strike on the inside half. Right in the correct spot. Move the count to 3-1. So now you tell your batter, find your pitch and drive it. Hitters count for Cooper-Ryder. Here comes the 3-1, swing and a miss. Load the count up at 3-2 with 2 down here in the top of the 6th. Staten is ready. Cooper-Ryder ready. The payoff pitch. Walked her.
I wonder if that was low.
I think she missed a little bit low. I think she asked the umpire and he nodded at her. So Cooper-Ryder will walk.
Looks like we might get a courtesy runner.
Yes, we will.
Can you see that number over there?
It will be number 48. That'll be Trinity Moorhead. She has 6 stolen bases on the year. So that'll also bring up Madison Evans. Walked, stole a base, and then popped out her last time up to the pitcher. Evans hitting .326 on the year, runner on first with 2 down. Staten, the delivery, misses high, 1-0. So right now, Staten kind of struggling to find the zone. Fought back in the last count.
I'm just wondering if maybe she saw how many balls have been hit hard and she's trying to
maybe avoid the zone a little bit more. Here comes the 1-0. Runner goes, the throw down. Safe at second.
It doesn't matter if she's on the bag. It said it pulled her off the bag. It matters where the tag is.
So I guess, I don't know, he couldn't see it there, so. So the, she did go around, yes. So that'll move. That was a late appeal. I guess the umpire had to keep it in his brain there. So that will move the count to 1-1 with 2 down, but a runner on second now in scoring position. The 1-1 misses high. 2-1.
They could have got her right there. They had nobody covering.
Yeah. You know, Jesse Kidston had moved over. So that's 2 now that have been very close calls at second base.
I don't know what he was signaling about pulling off the bench.
I think she's just saying she missed the tag.
Maybe. Usually
Here comes the 2-1. That one's in there for a strike. Evens the count at 2-2 with 2 down.
Usually that symbol's when you're on the base.
Exactly.
You pull somebody off.
They had done that at a Bryan baseball game earlier in the year, and I don't think I was very happy in the stands. So tied at 1. The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the outside half. Evans can't believe it. But we are headed to the bottom of the 6th, still knotted up at 1. We'll be right back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. We're getting funky as we head into the bottom of the 6th, knotted up at 1. Licking Valley scored the 1 run on 2 hits, has an error, which did allow Bryan to get their run home in the bottom of the 1st. And Licking Valley scored on a RBI double in the 4th. Bryan has scored 1 run on 3 hits, has not had an error. One of the people that has gotten a hit is Amaya Langham. Singled in her 2nd appearance after striking out to lead off the game. And it'll still be Emery Wisner on the mound.
She's pretty efficient, 68 pitches.
Yes, doing very well right now. She's pitched 5 innings, allowing 3 hits a run. It wasn't earned, 9 strikeouts. Comes the pitch to Langham. That one misses outside, 1-0.
Some of the Panthers fans not very pleased with that.
Wisner. Langham will call time as Wisner's taking a long time there on the mound. Langham got maybe a little bit uncomfortable there in the box. Has a 1-0 count here. Wisner gets her pitch this time. Rocks a few times. Here comes the 1-0. That one is in there for a strike. He was kind of 1-1. Might have had a riot here if that one wasn't called. It did look like it nicked the outside half there. Nobody down. Langham up. Knotted up at 1 here in the bottom of the 6th as we get down to crunch time. Here in this D4 state semifinal, the 1-1 swaved on and missed. Moves the count to 1-2 now on Langham.
Langham was swinging for the street out there.
Absolutely. And got her with a rise ball there. Pumped it right past her. So Wisner looking for her 10th strikeout of the game here in Langham. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, fouled straight back. Looks like she went for that inside half, which has been very beneficial for the pitchers so far. A tough ball to hit, but Langham defends well and puts bat to ball, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Here comes the 1-2, swung on, got a piece of that one, fouls it off. It'll be 1-2 again. Wisner gets her sign, gets set on the mound. Here comes the 1-2. Misses. I think Langham took a few steps out there. I think she might have thought she was about to get rung up. She like kind of jumped out of the box there. But that'll even the count at 2-2. I think it missed high. It was a good pitch. So here comes the 2-2 from Wisner. Swing and a miss. She struck her out for out number 1, Wisner's 10th of the game. So that will bring up Josie Arnold, the catcher. She is 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out and then singled to left field her last time up. The lefty Arnold is ready. Wisner, the pitch. Misses. Called strike on the outside half. Just got a good piece of it.
It's the first time they've called that a strike.
Yes. He's been calling it on when it's righty there, but that one gets called for strike number 1. Wisner waiting for her sign, now gets ready. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, fouled, straight back, and Arnold quickly goes down 0-2. Wisner's been efficient. She's been putting it in the zone, and she's been putting it past Bryan hitters. So here comes the 0-2. Misses low, 1 and 2 as Arnold looking to slap there. She took herself out of the front of the batter's box. So now Wisner, knowing that, maybe looking to speed it up here to try to get it past Arnold. Wisner gets her pitch. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, send to left field, dinks it in for a base hit. Right over the third baseman's head, which is kind of what she did last time, except last time it was on the ground, but both of them get past Abby Kocher, who couldn't really do much about either of them.
She gave effort.
She did.
There.
She dove her last time and jumped up that time, but she was playing a little bit in and was able to dunk right over the head. So it'll be a runner on first with 1 down, and that'll bring up Thea Staten.
Now let's see if they intentionally walk her.
I don't think so. I don't think they're going to push Arnold over to first. Now let's see. They might pitch around her. Maybe try to get her to chase. This one swung on this time, and a double up at first. A double play, the second of the game for Licking Valley. And we are headed to the last inning. Maybe not. Top of the 7th still knotted up at 1. And we'll be right back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Fallen on hard times? At the Williams County Veteran Service Office, we're here when life gets tough. We provide emergency financial assistance for housing, food, and utilities, plus transportation to VA medical appointments. Whether you need help today or just someone who understands, we're ready to serve. Please reach out to see what we can do for you, because the only veteran we can't assist is the one that doesn't contact us.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network, Firestone Stadium. Here in Akron, Ohio, we are still knotted up at 1, a barn burner. Here as we move into the top of the 7th, Thea Staten still on the mound as she has worked through 6 innings, allowing 2 hits, a run, 3 walks, and 11 strikeouts. The 1 run came with 2 down in the top of the 4th. Last inning ended on a line out, and then Arnold got doubled up at first, which is the second time Bryan has been doubled up on a similar play like that. It was with Staten at the plate. So both times off Staten's bat, runners have been doubled up.
I'm curious what the conversation about between the umpires are. They had a little meeting out there without the home plate umpire in center
maybe
field.
Just discussing, I'm not sure. So Bryan is ready to go. To lead off for Licking Valley will be Danny Lambert, the left fielder, 1 for 2. She had the RBI that tied this one up in the 4th. Struck out her first time and doubled over the head of Avery Ann Fisher last time.
This first pitch will be Staten's 99th of the game.
And 11 strikeouts for Staten. Kind of on the lower end for most of her games. This one waved on and missed for strike number 1. And Lambert, she didn't hit just a soft double down the line. She smoked one that went off the middle of the wall there and left. Had all the Bryan fans with their heart in their throat as this one swung on and missed.
Took something off there.
0-2, yes. Cool. Got her out in front. You're sitting fastball and having to slow down to whatever she throws, and that can be a tricky game to play. The 0-2 misses high. Doesn't swing on this one. Moves to 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. A good frame job for Josie Arnold, but that one does miss as we move to 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on, hit softly to Vollmer. Vollmer fields, throw to first. Got it. Oh, an emphatic out throw there by the first base umpire. Wasn't too close of a play. Got her in time.
5-3 on the putouts.
As this one is in there for strike number 1.
Kocher was hit by a pitch and struck out.
Here comes the 0-1.
Hit in front of the plate.
Yeah. She tried to take a lot off it, but it might have just slipped a little bit there. Here comes the 1-1. Hitter.
Again.
Yes.
Wow.
The next batter, second baseman.
I think Staten might have been saying it hit off the bat. She was kind of shaking her head, and Hillary Staten now lingering out around home plate.
Got a courtesy runner over there.
Yep. That'll be, I'm assuming it'll be, yeah, so I think it's number 48 again. I think it'll be Trinity Moorhead. Again. Did she, Did she steal one last time?
I don't remember. Let's see.
So I said hit her elbow. I think Staten might have thought it hit off the bottom of the bat, but the umpire was pretty sure that it did, and the first base umpire did agree. So runner on first now with one down. That's the go-ahead run here in the top of the 7th. And up now is Emma Flowers now looking to bunt. This ball is in there. Throw down to second. She is safe. So the go-ahead run now in scoring position for Emma Flowers. Courtesy runner, and they were aggressive. They sent her.
I think she was the last one. She did take that one.
Yes. It was a strike, so the count will move to 0-1, and now maybe looking to swing away here. Comes the 0-1. Strike 2 is called on the outside half. So Flowers quickly down 0-2. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Popped up and struck out her last time up, but a chance to come up big for Licking Valley, trying to break this tie. Go ahead run on second. Here comes the 0-2, swung on, popped up, foul onto the roof here at Firestone. Almost hit a car, almost just missed. So one down here, 0-2 count. Emma Flowers at the plate, the 0-2 pitch, swung on, chopper to Vollmer. Vollmer catches, throws to first. She is out there. But the runner will move over to third. No, she will not. I think.
Did she leave earlier?
Still 0-2. I think a foul ball. Was that the call?
Is that what happened?
Kind of missed it. I don't know. So the 0-2 again. Swung on, hit to Langham, who runs the runner back, throws the first, gets her out. A great pick from Langham. That is a textbook play by the junior shortstop. A hard hit ball, caught it on the one hop, ran Moorhead back to second and made the throw, and so Moorhead sticks at second with 2 down, and that will bring up
top of the order.
It'll be Danae Dennis, hitting .494 on the year, has 42 RBIs as the motorcycles move across in center field. 2 down. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled, straight back into the netting. 0-1. Some tense moments here. Here comes the 0-1. This is outside, gets away from Arnold. And Moorhead will move to third now. So the count now even up at 1-1. Now the go-ahead run at third base. So the count is moved to 0-2. There is no way that was a strike. That was so far outside. It was in the other batter's box, but
so it's
we'll have an 0-2 count. That's a bad miss from the umpire there. That's bad. I don't try to rip on umpires, but that's a tough miss in this kind of situation. So now Denea down 0-2 with 2 down. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got a bat on it on a check swing, and it will roll foul. So we're back to where we would have been anyways.
Anyway.
2 strikes. I'm not sure Staten was not arguing that call on that strike call. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Misses outside, so all is well in the world.
That's right.
We're at 1-2. Two down. The game. Denea. Here comes the 1-2. Swing just got a piece and fouled it off. We'll do it again at 1-2. The go-ahead run is at third base in Trinity Moorhead. 1-2 count, 2 down here in the top of the 7, Division 4 state semifinal game. Up to bat is Denea Dennis, hitting .494 on the year, the leadoff hitter for Licking Valley, trying to be the hero. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on, put in play, a base hit into left field. That'll score the run from third, and Licking Valley takes a 2-1 lead. With 2 down here in the top of the 7th. A clutch hit from Denea Dennis into left field.
Well, that makes things a little tougher for the Lady Bears.
Very. They'll have another chance in the bottom of the 7th no matter what, but this now brings up Emery Wisner, who is a tough out. She struck out 3 times today, but waves through this one. Has very good numbers on the year. Lady Bears now trail 2-1 in the top of the 7th, 2 down. Here comes the pitch, swung on, fouled straight back. Dennis was on her way to second. Hit and run was on that time, but the count now moves to 0-2. Wisner has 14 home runs on the season. Probably hit the furthest softball I've ever seen, but foul her last time up. Here comes the 0-2. Strike 3 called on the inside half. Will get the Lady Bears out of the inning, but not before Licking Valley takes the lead 2-1 as we head into the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back after this on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
Discover great job skills training at Northwest State. With over 50 different programs available, there is something for everyone. Providing hands-on training and education is the community college advantage.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, life is filled with moments that shape us. Moments of victory, of challenge, of community. At Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, we're honored to stand by families through every season of life. Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, family owned, family focused.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. D4 state semifinal. We head into the bottom of the 7th here at Firestone Stadium in Akron, Ohio. Licking Valley leads 2-1 over the Bryan Golden Bears. Due up for the Golden Bears, it'll be
Fisher, McDade, and Roofer.
Yes, Fisher, McDade, Roofer. Fisher 1 for 2 on the day, a double and a ribby. McDade 0 for 2, Roofer 0 for 2. So Licking Valley 3 outs away from a state final berth. And Emery Wisner on the mound has been dominant 6 innings, allowing 4 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned, 10 strikeouts. Here comes the first pitch to Fisher. Misses up and in, 1-0. And one thing me and Chris had talked about is I don't think they've drawn a walk so far. The Golden Bears, they have not. Licking Valley's drawn 3. Wisner's been putting it in the zone and daring the Golden Bears to hit it. Here comes the 1-0. That one is a ball. 2-0. I'm gonna say Mrs. Low.
Probably, had to be.
Had to be low. It was definitely over the plate. So count moved to 2-0 now for Avery and Fisher. Here comes the 2-0. That one misses low, and the count moves to 3-0, and exactly what the Golden Bears need is a base runner. I don't envision the bat leaving the shoulder of Fisher here. Stand up there and look pretty. Here comes the 3-0 delivery. That one's right down the middle for strike number 1.
I get it, but you also are going to get your best pitch on a 3-0 count. So,
well, I guess they're going to sit and wait, maybe swing away 3-1. Find your pitch and make the best of it if you're Avery and Fisher. Here comes the 3-1. Misses high. That's a walk. So the tying run is on base for the Golden Bears. The first walk of the day for Emery Wisner, and that will bring up
a mound visit.
Yes. Maybe a quick discussion, discuss scenarios, figure out where you want to put it. A good mound visit gets the game back on track, and the Right Trenches Company can do the same for your home or farm. From water mains to sewer laterals and farm field drainage, S&S Directional Boring keeps things flowing. Call 419-630-0729. We do it right the first time. Rare mound visit here for softball. Don't see him a lot, but I don't think he's just talking to the pitcher, but maybe talking to the infield, figuring out the scenarios, where the force outs are, what to do in each case.
Yep.
McDade will be the batter for the Golden Bears, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts on the day.
John Schultz will head out to the mound to break things up.
Yep, and with nobody down, the tying run is on first, and Avery Ann Fisher and Carly McDade will come to the plate. Looking for her pitch. We'll see if Bryan is aggressive here and maybe sends Fisher over to second. Tried to lay down the bunt. She didn't get it pulled back in time. 0-1. Well, Licking Valley's ready for it. You do eliminate the double play. Maybe make them make a mistake. You never know. Well, here comes the 0-1. Looks to bunt again, gets it down. The third baseman throw to first is in time, but the runner's moved over into scoring position. The tying run, and that will bring up Reese Rufer, the sophomore lefty right fielder for Bryan. Trying to be the hero here for the Golden Bears. All she needs to do is get a base hit, which will enable Fisher to score from second. This one swung on, belted hard into the ground and foul down the third base line towards the third base dugout. So she is down 0-1 in the count. Rufer looking to come up big here. Led off last year for the Golden Bears. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. And Rufer again quickly down 0-2. Wisner is ready. Here comes the 0-2. Swung on, fouled, straight back. We'll do it again at 0-2. Wisner gets her sign. She's ready. Here steps off. Roofer looking for her pitch, trying to put something into the outfield. Here comes the 0-2. She did not go around. It is called a ball. So it'll be 1-2 for Roofer. She did check swing. I think she did hold it back, at least from our vantage point. Here comes the 1-2. Strike three called on the outside half, and Licking Valley is 1 out away. As Josie, or actually I think it'll be Giselle Kidston, will come up to bat for the Golden Bears, the second baseman who usually gets flexed hit for by Josie Cordy, will come up with 2 down with the tying run on second. Fisher will head over to have a quick discussion and probably have to head right back. Giselle Kidston, not many at-bats on the year. Only 22 total at-bats, hits 182, 4 hits, all of them singles, but she does have 3 RBIs. Licking Valley fans on their feet as Bryan is down to their last out. Tying run on second. Licking Valley leads 2-1 here in the bottom of the 7th with 2 down. Kidston, the pinch hitter. Here comes the pitch. Looks to bunt. She gets it down. The throw to first. She is out. And Licking Valley is headed to the state final. Bryan will come up short at state once again. A valiant effort, but falls 2-1. And we will be right back after this with a few stats here on the Golden Bears Sports Network.
The Bryan Parks and Recreation Department would like to wish the Bryan Golden Bears good luck in tonight's game. The Bryan Parks and Rec offers a wide variety of classes for you during the entire year and an array of sporting events all year long. Check out what the Bryan Parks and Recreations Department has going on at bryanparksandrec.com or like them on Facebook. The Bryan Parks and Rec hopes to see you in one of the many parks that Bryan has to offer and enjoy the facilities. Questions about the classes or rental of one of their facilities, call 633-6030.
The Bryan Athletic Boosters would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in all their sports this year. The Boosters are proud of your commitment to becoming Bryan built. It takes a lot of time and dedication to play sports and be the best student you can be at the same time. Good luck this year. The Bryan Athletic Boosters would also like to thank all of their corporate and individual patron supporters this year as well. It takes everyone to make a community and to become Bryan built.
Here in Williams County, we believe that no veteran should feel forgotten. Our Veteran Service Office is here to serve, helping with VA claims, pensions, healthcare enrollment, and so much more. We're veterans serving veterans with dignity, honor, and respect. Reach out to us today to see how we can help, because the only veteran we can assist is the one that doesn't contact us.
Welcome back here on the Golden Bears Sports Network. The Licking Valley Panthers are headed to the state final as they take down the Bryan Golden Bears in a nail-biter. 2-1. Licking Valley puts up their 2 runs on 3 hits, had an error, which enabled Bryan to put up their 1 run on 4 hits. They did not have an error. Going over some individual stats here. Danae Dennis, 1 for 3, had the RBI, the game-winning RBI, to put them ahead in the top of the 7th. Emery Wisner, who has been outstanding at the plate, goes 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Met her match, and Thea Staten. Lexa Gilliam goes 0 for 3, a strikeout. Tori Boffman goes 1 for 3, scored their other run. Chloe Cooper Ryder goes 0 for 2 and a walk. Madison Evans 0 for 2 with a walk. Danny Lambert goes 1 for 3, had the other RBI. Abby Kocher goes 0 for 1. Trinity Moorhead had one of the runs, stole 2 bases. Emma Flowers goes 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and that was all for them. For the Golden Bears, Amaya Langham goes 1 for 3. Josie Arnold goes 2 for 3. Staten goes 0 for 3. Annalicia McCoy Martinez came in to courtesy run and scored the 1 run from first for the Golden Bears. Avery and Fisher, the 1 RBI, went 1 for 2 and walked. Carly McDade goes 0 for 2. Reese Rufer goes 0 for 3. Josie Cordy goes 0 for 2. Miley Vollmer goes 0 for 2. Emma Slagle goes 0 for 2. And Giselle Kidston came in to pinch hit. Was the last out of the game and the Golden Bears season. Pitching, Emery Wisner gets the win. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 11 in just 92 pitches, 63 of them being strikes. An outstanding day for her on the mound. Couldn't get it going at the plate, but boy, did she make up for it. For Thea Staten, she will be the losing pitcher. 7 innings pitched, allowing 3 hits, 2 runs. Only one of them was earned. Walked 3 and 12 strikeouts for Staten. So, any thoughts, Chris, on this one?
Well, that's going to be tough. You know, this is the year that I thought the Lady Bears had a chance to go the whole way. But, you know, it comes down to, like I said, 2 teams that were evenly matched. These were very similar teams, and, you know, just that Licking Valley did what they had to do to make it happen.
They had a lot of base runners. They ended up leaving 6 on base. Bryan just leaving the 3 on base. And, again, another story I would say would be the base running today wasn't the best, at least not up to state final level. Got doubled up twice on a pop out and a line out, which, I mean, at this point in the season, you kind of just wish isn't happening. But a terrific season, I would say, for the Golden Bears. We do want to thank a few sponsors.
Today's game being brought to you by the Bryan Athletic Boosters, Bryan Parks and Rec, Northwest State Community College, Oberlin-Turnbull Funeral Home and Crematory, Veteran Services of Williams County, Andrews O'Neill and Lowell, Baldy's Furniture, Stark's Plumbing and Heating, Field Supply Center, and Bill's Locker Room.
Well, keep up with all the Bryan Sports action by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Get notified when we go on the air for each game, too. Head to youtube.com/Bryan Sports. Hit the subscribe button. Our next game will be in the fall. It will be in the fall. We'll have some football games in the fall. We want to thank our crew, QCT Radio, Benjamin Murray. This student broadcast is produced by the Golden Bears Sports Network for the private use of our audience. Any duplication or other use of this broadcast, including descriptions or accounts of the game without the express written consent of the Bryan City School District, is prohibited. One final time for all of us at GBSN. A big thanks to Chris Malanga for doing it all. It's Chris Malanga with me, and I'm Cooper Beltran. Again, your final score is 2-1. Newark Licking Valley Panthers take down the Golden Bears in the state semifinal. Have a great night, everybody.